Hello?
And we're back!
Hi, I'm not at home.
No, but since the last time we spoke, you had a birthday.
A broke day?
A birthday.
Yeah, that's true. I turned an age. Can you believe that?
The end of an era.
Yeah. In the beginning of another. You're a cup half empty kind of guy, huh?
Yeah, I'm a glass empty, broken on the floor kind of guy.
Not only cup, you switched from cup to glass? Oh my gosh.
Yep. I'm all over the place today.
It's so fragile.
Shock.
It's so fragile.
I feel shocked. Did you celebrate by dancing counterclockwise naked in the woods?
I went, so I was going in increments of 15, and then I'd switch the other way, so it was just pretty much in one little swash there from 12 to 15, and then I would take off in one article of clothing when I would make it to one point, excuse me, and then I'd put it back on at the other point, so it was pretty pointless, but I did it.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it. Hey, it's been...
How does it feel to have joined the ranks of Alexander the Great, Jesus? You know, you're at the same age as they were when they...
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I'm 48.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought Alexander died when he was like 33.
He died when he was 33. And look at all that he left undone.
Boy, he sure left a mess over there where he was. Over there where he was.
It's tough to tell. I don't know, after all those conquerors went through, I don't know if it was better off or worse than when they got there in the first place.
It was always better.
But
for sure. Without a doubt.
But before they were there?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because everyone knows that everybody loves burned down cities and like not having enough food. Because who wants that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna raise Earth 3 to the ground. So
that sounds great.
Get used to the idea.
Maybe we can. Oh, I guess we are friends.
Not after that, we won't be.
Wow, you'd do that for me?
Yeah, I'd do it to you.
Happy
birthday.
Dude's going down. Thanks. Man, you're a real SOB, you know that?
I know. I am. I'm a sob.
You are just a sob. Sobby. It's been a while since we've done... People don't know it, but it's been 2 weeks.
It's been about that, yeah. Yeah.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Guess what happened in that time? Take a guess.
You watched a movie and you wrote a chapter?
Yeah, but we're not to that. Why do you always got to get... We're riffing here. We're schmoozing, okay?
I don't know. What happened in that amount of time?
I became a certified wildland firefighter for the federal government, man.
Hey, congratulations.
Now thank me for my service.
It's a boy.
Thank me for my service.
Thank me for my service.
Thank me for my service.
Thank me.
You didn't do anything. You're not... You didn't go out there and do a thing.
Have you fought any fires yet?
No. So
well,
what?
Then I'll thank you when you put them out.
Thank me.
And it depends on which fires they are, because sometimes I just want to watch the world burn.
Okay, I guess you're Bane or whatever. Just thank me for my service, because I'll be there. Clean it up.
We'll see if Alfred's there too.
Thank me for my service.
No.
Thank me.
Make me.
Oh. I would if I could.
No, that's really cool that you did that. Did you know that you'd have to be certified in that when you started the job?
I knew it was a possibility. I didn't know for sure it was going to happen.
Did you get a... So, I don't really know my firefighting terminology all that well.
Oh.
What's the difference between what you do, what a regular city firefighter classification is, and a smoke and the difference between that and a smoke jumper?
Thank me for my service, and I'll tell you.
That's all the time we have on the show today.
Good talking to y'all. Okay, so like city firefighters, they call those structural firefighters. So that's like buildings. And then the wildland is just, forest fires and prairie fires, what have you. And a smoke jumper is just a type of wildland firefighter. I believe. I could be incorrect on that. But.
That's really cool. Actually, that's very cool.
You're really cool.
No, I'm not. I'm not a prairie land firefighter. Is that?
I said and forests. What you have the memory of a
do you ever
opposite of an elephant, whatever that is.
A mouse. Do you ever run into Smokey when you're out there? Is he? I assume that he was part of the training.
I murdered him.
Good.
Yep. He's dead. Do you know the story behind Smokey?
I don't know if I know the correct one. It was trying to think here. He was he survived a fire, right?
Oh.
Is that right? Didn't he survive in a certain area and the firefighters they just named that area. I can't remember where I was just driving down some remote road and they had a sign for Smokey Bear something.
Smokey Bear. Smokey Bear?
No, not Smokey Bear. Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear. Okay.
No, why don't you clarify the story for me?
Oh, it was this firefighter, and he liked to fight fires with his clothes off, and he was really hairy. And he was always smoking a big old cigar. I'm Smokey, he'd say. And then that's.
I like it. Yep. Did he ever run into Jenga out there?
Jenga?
Yeah.
Jenga Fed, or are you talking about Private Jenga?
Private Jenga.
yeah. Yep, he did. He served in the Korean War and came back to.
I'm glad he made it back, and it looks like he's just as forgotten over here as he was over there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Bummer.
Okay, yeah, you're right. He was some bear stuck in a tree during a fire, and he lived. And they're like, "Oh, how miraculous!" Now you shouldn't start a forest fire, wildfire.
It's kind of a pretty cool image that it paints. You don't in those old classic football games where the players take their helmets off and there's just steam rising off. I bet that bear looked. I mean, I don't know what kind of bear it was, but I'm sure it was a very grisly image. And it just, looked like a microwaved creature with fog just streaming off of it.
I saw a picture of him. He was fine. He looked, he was fine.
Barbecued. I just watched the autopsy of Jane Doe, and I kind of wonder if that Smokey the Bear would have been the same kind of cooked on the inside as Jane Doe was without any residual scar tissue.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope she's okay.
No, she's not.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
More okay than some of the other characters in the film, though. I can tell you that.
Hold on, I got one more thing to say about the firefighting. Okay,
go.
Golly, you just want to get in that so bad. The most interesting thing about it was.
That's what she said.
I guess it's what she said. It was how the fires are started and the breakdown of it. So, like, 90% of the fires, guess what it are caused by?
Cigarettes.
Nope. People lying and subsequently setting their pants on fire and then running out their back doors and, trying to put it out, but then they...
That makes sense. I have heard that the last thing you want to do when your pants are on fire is stop, drop, and roll. You just want to run for the nearest wheat field.
Right, and... Awareness is such an issue with this issue. And the other 10% are caused by people lighting their farts. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
Because people in Wyoming are evidently full of shit.
Zeke week. Zeke week. Woo, yeah. Had something stuck in there, I guess. I will not have what you're having this week.
No. That's too bad. It really is a disservice to the waiter to not order what I'm having all the time.
Well, maybe if you didn't make such a disgusting sound when you ate it, I'd want some. Because who makes that noise when they're eating something good? Hmm? Hmm?
I'm not sure what direction you want me to take this right now. Careful, there's got to be some animals nearby you that feel like that's a mating ritual going on in that.
Bring it on. I got my hatchet.
Bring the rain. I have a T-shirt. I have a T-shirt of Smokey the Bear, and he's got a lit match in his mouth.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I'm gonna wear it the next time my pants are on fire.
That's good. When I light a fart, I hope I hit a bear, because Smokey the Bear. Oof.
Yeah.
Who even likes that guy? No one.
He probably doesn't have any friends. Yeah.
No way.
Anyway, since now I'm just running around in circles, we covered Live and Let Die, the James Bond film, last week. Or we watched it for this week. But
Oh, we did? I messed up. I watched the wrong movie again.
which one did you watch?
Dirty Dozen.
Which one?
Dirty Dozen.
You watched Dirty Dozen?
An option? Yeah, I watched the Dirty Dozen.
That's awesome. It was an option.
Son of a bitch. God damn it.
But I have
this
seen...
is all your fault.
I have seen the Dirty Dozen, so we can talk about that. It just doesn't go along with any of the notes that I made.
Live? What was it supposed to be? Live free and die hard?
Live and let die.
Hard. Live and let die hard. Okay. And let die hard.
I think you're gonna have a lot of luck finding that one.
I don't. Say that again.
I think you're gonna have a lot of luck finding that Live and Let Die Hard movie.
I can't wait. It's gonna be good.
No, we can talk Dirty Dozen. So which actor did you follow?
I had 4 choices, but now I don't. Which Bond were we dealing with? Was it? It must have been Pierce Brosnan.
The Sir Roger Moore.
Oh, we picked him because he up in Paris the other day.
Sort of. We followed Yosef Kato, the friend from Running Man.
Yoko.
Not Yoko.
Yoko.
No one likes Yoko. But she did, and ironically, the theme song was done by Sir Paul and his then wife.
For living that, you're pulling my leg, aren't you?
No, that's for real.
He did a theme song for a Bond movie.
Yeah, Live and Let Die. He threw wings. That's his what? Live and Let Die song. That's where it's from.
Stop
it.
Stop it.
I can't.
Roger Moore. More mysterious.
The Sir Roger Moore.
Well, how was it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had never seen it before. I had a few notes, but I don't want to use them if you're not having seen the film.
Man, I can't.
You know
what?
Fuck it. Twice. I'm just gonna talk.
I like spoilers.
I'm gonna talk about it as if you had seen it. The film starts with a death by audio type of situation, which I would imagine is a dream come true for those listeners we still have on this podcast.
All 3 of them. Hello, thanks for listening.
And then it takes place in Harlem, but it's made to look like New Orleans.
I believe it's Nolans.
Nolans, that's right. We established that on a previous podcast. And then it also takes place in some remote island, and they get to these places rather quickly.
Yeah, sure. It was the 60s or whatever. The film. Yeah, it's easy.
But then it starts off with this incredibly swift coffin drop pickup. Like someone asks whose wedding or whose funeral is it, and then somebody says yours, and then he stabs him.
Oh, cool! I like that.
And that happens a couple of the times in the picture. But then the agents that they refer to, that James Bond is brought in to like solve this spree of their agents dying, M says the agents that died is Thorns, Hamilton, and Barnes. Are they? Do they? I was curious. I was going to ask you, like, do they not have 00 status? Which seems weird. Like, why would he? Like, they wouldn't have said Bond. They would have said 007. Do they not have 00s? I don't know.
I mean, maybe he's just like sometimes you're like you call them by their titles, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're like, it's Officer Jimby, and then other times you're like Jimby. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Sure. Names is for tombstones, baby. That was my favorite line from the whole thing. Names is for tombstones, baby.
Names is for tombstones?
Names is for tombstones,
well, I
baby.
gotta tell you, I'm a real stickler for proper English, and that's not proper English. It should have been R. Names.
No, James Bond asked him what his name was, and Mr. Big says, names is for tombstones, baby.
Well, he says it's wrong, because it should be names are for tombstones.
Well,
baby. Comma,
there's another scene.
Comma, baby.
There's another scene that doesn't involve any grammar that James is prolific in.
Uh-huh.
He does this fancy zipper trick with his magnetic watch, and he pulls the zipper down on on Madeline Smith's dress. This
guy sounds like
when they're in the closet.
That's even dirtier. This guy sounds like a real pervert, a real show. Ugh.
Hey, always leave him wanting more, man.
Sounds like I would have had to close my eyes again, and I hate all these movies. I have to close my eyeballs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't like that stuff.
Also notable in this is there's a espresso machine in the film, which was uncommon for the time period.
Uh-huh.
And M comments, doesn't it do anything else? It didn't, and it just makes coffee, evidently. So Q didn't build the coffee machine, and they made a point of noting that.
Oh, and it doesn't shoot out poisonous gas or something.
Right.
Well, that seems like a quick fix.
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
But Q wasn't in the film at all. Not at all. Q was not in it. But Jane Seymour, 20-year-old Jane Seymour, was.
Dr. Quinn?
It was her first. Dr. Quinn. It was her first movie.
Huh.
Dr. Q, and her first line in the whole film is, "A man comes." She's her.
I had to close my ears, you dirty boy.
Well, I mean, she's talking about James Bond approaching, I guess. But her character is solitaire, and I couldn't find any. I was going to try and order some, but they at the time they made this special edition tarot card deck.
Tarot.
And she used that for the film, which I thought was pretty cool. A fun idea.
Well, how did she use it?
And also in the film, there was a ranger station, which I thought you would have gotten a kick out of.
Yeah.
It was a big boat chase.
A boat chase by a ranger station. Classic Bond.
Yeah, classic Bond.
I'm judging by what you're saying. I'm rating this 1 cent out of the $2.99 I would have paid.
You would have given it what?
1 cent out of the $2.99.
1 cent? Yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't even heard. There are aside from the chases, there are three lines I think, or two lines and a comment that I think are relevant. Right. The first comment is, not enough snakes die in this film. It's a very real problem that I have. Okay. Then there are two decent lines other than names is for tombstones, which you didn't care for.
I don't care for that. I don't care for the other one either. Those are both.
There's a character in the film named Rosie, and her best line in the whole film was she's talking to the James Bond's boat driver as if he is not American, or British, like as if he doesn't speak English, I guess would be better. And she is asking where she could change clothes, and she says, "Me, clothes off, where?" And
right over anywhere you like, baby.
Yeah, well, and that's like they're on a boat, and it's big enough for the three of them, and there is a lower deck, so it was pretty. It was an interesting.
Yeah, they really make the ladies look good in these movies, don't they?
They do.
I don't care for that either.
And then the last note I have is also the boat driver. James Bond says, "Meet the man who shares my hairbrush," and I didn't understand that at all.
Meet the man who what?
Who shares my hairbrush?
That's just weird. You get your own hairbrush. You're gonna get cooties and lice.
Lice?
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, zero cents. I went to.
Well, all right. So now that I summed up the film that I watched this week, how about we talk about The Dirty Dozen?
Sure. And
also how you got there was Jim Brown. Because He was Fireball, I think, in Running Man, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Yep, I saw that. Okay, neat.
He's also a famous NFL running back.
No, he's not. Quit making that up.
Who retired too soon. Actually not. You can probably walk longer.
Okay, here it is. The Dirty Dozen. There's a guy I've seen in movies before, and he got these guys together, and they were gonna be put to death or had long prison sentences, and it's World War II, right? And then Quentin Tarantino saw this movie and he ripped it off, and it's called The Dirty Dozen, and they were all pretty clean most of the time, and that's it.
What movie did Quentin Tarantino make?
Inglorious.
The Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked The Dirty Dozen.
I thought it was a little boring, to be honest. It was fine. It was well made, but it was boring.
Well, I think that you're looking at it in the scope of the decade it was made in, because Live and Let Die is the same.
Still boring.
Like the pacing's just not there. Like now, film shots, I think the average is down to like 4.5 seconds or something crazy like that.
That's too long. I want half a second shots.
Well, in the films that we're watching this week, evidently, like that was not the case. Like they would just go, they would do a single camera setup and they'd just perform the scene.
This movie was 2.5 hours long. Ugh.
Well, that's the thing. Like James Bond was 2 hours and 6 minutes or something crazy like that. And like in the new ones, I don't like Skyfall and Casino Royale. I don't mind if they're that long because things are happening. Like it's a constant chase. And while there were chases in this one, it wasn't. It was not a helicopter. It didn't maintain pace. There is a helicopter, Inspector.
I ain't seen it.
I ain't watching it. Names is for tombstones, baby.
Names are for tombstones, sir. Are.
So, had we watched Dirty Dozen, what were you going to make me watch this week?
Oh, okay. We'll do a mock one. Zeke, are you ready to choose your death?
If I have to,
yep.
I guess.
Can you? Yeah. Okay. Brain Dead. That was a horror movie. The Wild Bunch. That's a movie of some sort. I think it's a Western. And Rosemary's Baby. And then I actually...
Wild Bunch is Peck and Paw.
You're a peck... Don't peck at my paw, buddy.
All right, and what was the last one?
Look, I feel you peck it. I'd actually pick Jim Brown because I didn't remember how we linked, but it was going to be, I'm going to get you, sucker.
That's the name of the title?
Yeah, I'm going to get you, sucker.
Oh.
It's a black exploitation.
Black exploitation?
I don't like that word, but it's not proper English.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I was trying to figure out where you were going to have to make me go this week, and I was looking through some of the options. And
what did you think?
I mean, Roger Moore has some, but I figured you weren't going to go for another action drama. And Jane Seymour has done mostly TV, except for I think most recently would have been Wedding Crashers, which I imagine you'd seen.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen that, huh?
Well, I have, but I imagine both of us have seen it. So then I went down and found the beautiful woman, Madeline Smith, who had her zipper undone by a magnet on James's watch, and she had a film called Vampire Lovers. And honestly, that's what I thought you were going to have me watch this week.
I'm going to have to go off of what you're telling me here. I see Mr. Yaphet Kotto. Ooh, Alien.
Yeah, yep, Yosef Koto. He's the guy we got to from Running Man.
What? Oh, wait. Then who's Jim? I thought Jim Brown.
Jim Brown and Yosef Koto were both in Running Man. And so those were both your options from last week.
Gosh, dang it, dude. Clifton James, what's he done? Tell me a story for a minute. Tell me a really fun story, okay? Hurry up.
I'm going to tell you a really fun story about how I saw a sign once for a baby sale while I was driving down the road.
I got it.
And
okay, that's a great story. Well, I hope it turned out well. We're going to watch Superman 2.
All right, who we following? How we getting there?
Clifton James.
And what was he from? Was he from the Dirty Dozen, or was he from Live and Let Die?
Would you continue with your baby sign?
So then, I was driving someone to the airport, and
Yeah, he's Sheriff Pepper.
from Live and Let Die.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I do. He has an interesting character, and I'm okay. That's a good follow, actually. So, how did you find him so quickly?
You ever heard of the internet?
No, and it'll never work.
Well, I can't tell you anything. Oh, he's been in a couple of these little James Bond movies. I guess he's a regular old...
Really?
Yeah, well, Man with the Golden Gun, unless they're talking about...
Is he the same character?
I don't know.
Tell me now.
Continue.
I want to know. You got to let me know if it's the same character, if he's just some recurring character.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the rules.
You don't need to hold the microphone into your mouth. What was it?
It's in my... I swallowed it. I can't help it.
Sheriff J.W. Pepper.
Huh.
2 movies.
So the interesting part of that, I guess, is I wonder if it was a result of the successes... Well, the initial success of Smokey and the Bandit, because he had and maybe it's just like the cops in those kind of films in general. They're always like backwoods and unfortunate, as far as like they're overly aggressive. They're leaning more towards bigotry and have no brain other than a quick draw. So
Could be. I don't know.
So we're Superman 2. That's what we're watching.
Yeah, he plays a sheriff again in that.
Okay. All right. I'm down for Superman 2.
I wish I could give you more choices, but I just that hopped out at me. I've never seen it. It's probably awful.
I've never seen it either. The only I'm trying to think. I think I've seen the first one. Was Marlon Brando in that one?
Yeah, I think he's all Lex.
He's the dad or something. Wasn't he? Didn't he play Superman's dad?
Oh,
I don't know.
Cal. No, wait, that's Superman. Jor-El. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. I don't know.
It's been a long time. So yeah.
Oh, is this the one? Is this the one where they put him in a mirror and then breaks it? Cool.
I have no idea. I have no recollection. So yeah, Superman 2. I'm down with that.
Oh, cool. We're watching. Okay, and I guess I have to watch Live and Let Die, and you have to watch Dirty Dozen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch Dirty Dozen again. I'm happy about
that.
Boy,
I keep messing this up. I should just.
Well, I think I should. I'll cut down. I'll cut down on the options I give you from now on.
Yeah. Knock that off.
I will.
I have a simple brain. Now, thank you for my service.
I mean, no, I'll cut down on it a little bit and give you like a 1-2 punch going forward. So
you can even do 4, but golly, it's my own fault. You don't need to worry about it.
No, that's fine. I'll cut it down to 2. It's always interesting to see, and I like the Superman 2 option because at least we'll have a way out. I was a little concerned that you were going to give me Vampire Lovers because I didn't know where it was going to go from there. So
I tell you, you can choose that if you want.
I don't. No. I'm watching Superman 2, full show. Plus, from the synopsis that I read on Vampire Lovers, it looks like you'd have your eyes closed for a good portion of it.
Oh, dang it!
Right?
I'm intrigued by it all of a sudden. Hey, did you want to play a fun game?
Do I ever?
Okay, this one's called Am I Right? Okay, are you ready?
I have a strange feeling that I know where this is going. All right.
Here we go. I balls. Why not I squares? Am I right?
No.
Am I right?
No.
You're wrong? I am right?
No.
Okay.
Because you'd have to have like little floating balls or like a hexagon square, like a magic 8 ball. And then you'd have to wait to focus on things until they floated to the surface.
Wouldn't that be cool? And then you're like, you could ask yourself questions and then shake your head and then, I don't know, and then you'd see from inside.
Plus, everybody'd call you 8 ball.
What you told you. Oh, cool. I was right.
I'm going to call you 8 ball from now on.
8 ball. Waterworld, they should have made it cold too, and then it would have been Ice World. Would be the movie. Am I right?
I think they should have just made Waterworld 2.
I'm ready for post-apocalyptic ice raider gangs.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that there's a lot of fire apocalyptic shows and a lot of water. Well, not a lot of, but some water. So I'd be all right. I'd be all right with another ice one.
Yeah.
Like Snowpiercer.
Ice World.
Can't be worse than Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah. I thought that was kind of interesting.
I did not.
I don't think you're... I take it back. You're not cool.
No, I was never accused of that. So you're 0 for 2.
Earth 2 drills and Earth 3 rules. Am I right?
No. Earth 3's gone. You're just... It's not even a... It's like Pluto. It's not even a planet anymore.
That sounds awesome.
It's just little feathers floating around space that remind people of what could have been at this point.
Neat. We'll get you. Don't worry about it. Volcanoes. Why are these things so negative and contradictory? They should change your attitude and say yes more, and then we can call them volcaneses, right? Am I right?
You're right. You're right on that one. I would assume that the reason that they got so pessimistic and down is because they have volcanic diarrhea every once in a while, and that's got to leave a lingering effect on your attitude.
Or maybe they have acid indigestion.
They just need some Tums, that's all.
Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, that's what they should have been doing, was sacrificing big old Pepto-Bismol bottles and Rolaids down in there.
Yep.
God, those crazy guys. Angry birds. Angry birds. Someone ought to compliment these guys and cheer them up. Am I right?
No, because what they did, the mistake that they made, was not making them look like geese. Because the reason geese are angry is because you're out to get them.
You're effing right, sir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I was wrong on that one. Wrong, I'll write that. Rob's wrong.
8-ball was wrong.
I'm shaking my head. Okay, and last one. Computers should be the size they used to be instead of putting them in buildings, we just hollow them out and then we'll make them our buildings and live in them like our houses. Am I right?
Haul them around like an Airstream?
No, they're just like, like there's your house. It's a big old computer.
Yeah, I think that, we should just burn up as much fossil fuel as possible. I mean, it's dead. It's fossilized. We should get rid of it. There's no need. It's junk.
What are you even talking about? To make the computers?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if you start hauling them around, even if you're driving a car that gets 30 miles a gallon, you're going to get like half a mile of the gallon. You're going to be burning through everything.
You're doing that anyways when you're building out of conventional materials, you big dingus.
Where do you live? Like, you're going to have to sit. You won't have to pay for heat anymore. You just turn it on. Your electrical bill will be through the roof.
That's right. And then when it's hot, you sit next to those fans and just be careful not to put your fingers in it.
I mean, you saw. Well, I don't know if you did or not. You saw Tango and Cash. Fans are dangerous, man.
Yeah, I saw it.
Fans are dangerous.
I don't remember. Did somebody fall in one?
They were the 6-foot fans, and one guy fell down the little corridor towards it, and then Stallone came and he put a wrench in one so that Russell could come through it just in the nick of time, and then it started spinning again, and it blocked all those bullets, and that's what it is. It's like original Kevlar.
Instead of Kevlar stuff, we should just wear fans.
Right? Absolutely. And I guess if you know what, you are right. Because if you live in an old-style computer that takes up the size of a room, no one's going to be able to shoot you because you'll be surrounded by fans.
You mean I'm right?
Not the kinds that like you.
Right?
Not the fans that like you.
Goodness.
The fans that protect you from spraying bullets. They should just cover Chicago and Baltimore in those kind of old computers.
Wow. My dreams are coming
That's the only
true.
one you're going to get.
Hey, I got another question.
Odds are looking up. When you shook your eyes, did they say the odds are looking up?
They said, ask again later.
Well, there you go.
Oh, let me ask again, shaking my head. They say, Zeke should go F himself.
Well, your bobblehead was correct for the first time.
Say, I have a question for you. You said earlier...
I'm going to go F off then.
Earlier... Shut up. You had said that not enough snakes were killed in Live and Let Die. Were some snakes killed?
One snake was killed. But there were a lot of snakes. So one snake was killed, and it was done in a fashion not unlike how 10% of forest fires are started.
Gotcha. Somebody fart flamed it, huh?
So Bond is just getting out of the bath where a snake had come down the drain pipe to assassinate him.
Oh my gosh!
And he sees it's crossing the floor behind him in the mirror, and turns around with his hairspray because not a strand of his hair is out of place. And he turns around with his hairspray and his cigar and torches it.
Doesn't seem like that should work.
But it did. And then there's a whole bunch of snakes later. So one guy died from a snake, and then Jane Seymour's character, who ends up going from a virgin to a nympho over the course of this film, almost dies from one. And then there's a pit of them. Yeah. Then there's a literal coffin full of these snakes. And then someone falls into them. But that's the third time he's died in the movie. And at the end, he is on the front of the train. And it looked like he was going to come back as the main villain in the next film. But then I think they changed bonds and went to covalent, and he didn't make the cut.
Oh. Well, what's in a name, you know?
Right? What's in a name? What's in a name?
What's in a name? What's in a name?
So yeah, not enough snakes died.
What? You hate snakes?
I hate all snakes, yes.
Why? What are you, Indiana Jones?
Yeah, if he can hate him, so can I.
No, you can't, because he's cool and you're not.
Well, we have that in common.
Get a hat. That
might be the only thing we have in common.
I tell you
but
what,
we still have it in common.
Get either a hat or a whip, and then we can talk about if you can hate snakes.
I have a hat.
Now thank me for my service.
That's all the time we have on the show today.
I didn't write a chapter, so nobody wants to hear that garbage anyways, right?
No, I want to hear that garbage. I don't want you to write it while you're out in the woods.
But I got the writer's block. I don't know what...
How can you have writer's block when you're out fighting fires?
I'm not...
Hook was afraid of crocodiles. Indiana Jones is afraid of snakes. And you're afraid of writing your goddamn chapters.
Well, it's like Tinkerbell needs the clap. I need to be thanked for my service to break my
Thank you for your service. And F you for not writing your homework.
Thank you. Oh, for crying out loud. I wrote this... I wrote Am I Right? That was funny. Everyone laughed. They were having a good time.
Were they laughing? It was like an oil canvas out there.
Yeah,
all I could hear was breathing.
You. Just you wait till I get my hands on you. Okay, everybody. I think that's it. Zeke, thanks for my service. And he decided to add When Harry Met Sally to his Christmas stuff. So, great.
Whatever. I'm going to go have whatever sandwich she was having on my own. Like you said, I'm going to go F off.
I'll close my eyes and ears.
Not soon enough, my friend.
Oh, I saw it. Here comes a man comes. Was that it?
A man comes. Have fun in your pit of snakes.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, love you, bye. The portions of today's broadcast that you actually enjoyed are brought to you in whole by
Gold Bond. Tune in next week when Moneypenny realizes that her coin purse isn't as tight as it used to be, and James Bond's younger brother and black sheep of the family, Vega, comes to visit. James Bond. The golden years. The golden years. The golden years. The golden years. The golden years.